What's up YouTube, this is SightterYgO speaking, and today, since it's Monday, we're gonna be doing deck profile, and today my primary deck, Hazy Flame Deck. Yeah, before I played dragons, and yeah, since Chaos Dragons came they banned Future Fusion, and since Heretics came they banned Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, so now I've chosen the Hazy Flame because they're cheap, they're good. They're awesome to play. And before we start, let me please just remind you guys to please check out my channel. I've done a couple of videos already, so, and please subscribe. I really need subscribers, so yeah. In Hazy Flames I play 3 Hazy Flame Periton. This is probably the best card in this deck. One more thing I should mention, every Hazy Flame monster has the same effect. They cannot be targeted and they're all level 6, so yeah, even the Exceed monster is a rank 6, so have no problem with that. But they can be easily summoned. Periton is very good because you can just discard one fire type monster and tribute him, and then just summon from your deck 2 more fire type monsters. Sorry, 2 more Hazy Flame monsters from your deck. I usually go for 3 Hazy Flame Sphinx because this guy is actually a guesser or a gambler, because you actually guess the top card if it's a monster, spell, or trap. Since you play mostly monsters and spell cards, you have a 50-50 chance, and since you play 2 to 1 more monster card, you get a little more chance if you choose a monster card. The second target I pick for Periton is usually the Hazy Flame Hippogriff. I play 2 of them. I play them because they have 200 defense points, they're easily summoned back with Rekindling, and they're awesome. You can just tribute a fire type monster, they get permanently 300 attack points, so yeah. Then I play 3 Hazy Flame Cerberus, whatever. They're awesome because you can normal summon them without tributing, and they just split the attack points. They have 1000. When they're sent to the graveyard, you can search for a Hazy card. I usually search for Hazy Pillar, but you can combine it with creature swap or to destroy it, to get it to your opponent's side of the field and get your opponent's monster, then just destroy it and search for a Hazy card, which is good. Okay, then for now I play 3 level Landlord. They're awesome because you can normal summon them without tribute. They have 200 defense points. Yeah, Hazy Flame Cerberus has 200 defense points too, so Rekindling is awesome in this deck. I will substitute 1 level Landlord with Metaion the Time Lord, because he's a fire type monster too, and you can easily send him to grave for Periton, and yeah, he's just awesome. So, but until I get him, 3 Landlords are. Then I play 3 Flamewheel Fire Dogs. The only level 4 monsters, or none level 6 monsters. They have 200 defense points over Rekindling, and you can special summon. When this card destroys a monster, you can special summon 1 monster with 200 defense points other than Flamewheel Fire Dogs, so you can special summon Hippogriff with 2100 attack points, or Cerberus with 2000, or level Landlord with 2100, and just attack again, so that's really good. Then I play 3 Heretic Dragon of Tefnuit. They're great in this deck because you can special summon them if your opponent has a monster, you don't. Then just tribute it, let's say Periton, then go to your Periton combo, and when this card is tributed, you can normal summon 1 dragon type monster from your graveyard, deck, or your hand. This is when this guy came in, Typhoon number 2. When I first seen this card played in this deck, I just wondered why. But this guy is awesome. It's the only level 6 fire type dragon. So you can Exceeds for your Hazy Flame Basalt Trice because it requires a fire type monster, and Tefnuit, as you know, you can only summon dragon types. So, and it must be a level 6 because you have basically many rank 6 Xyz in this deck. That was all for the monster cards. Then spell cards. I play 3 Hazy Pillars. This is one way to normal summon your monsters, your hazy monsters, without tributing. When this card's on the field, you can just forget about the tribute conditions for your hazies, and it has the awesome effect. You can attach one hazy card from on your side of the field or your hand to one of your Xyz monsters. So even if you have, let's say, Maestro on the field and it has 2 materials, if you have a hazy and you have this one on the field, you can just attach it here. So even though it's a level 6, it can get attached here. So yeah, I've seen a combination with tour guides in this deck, but it doesn't work for me. But the guy used Pillar to boost up his Zen minus or his Acid Golem. Then I played 3 Rekindlings. Of course, they are good in this deck because many 200 defense point monsters are in this deck. It's easily to get 5 of them on the field, then just to further Xyz summon. Then I play 2 Onslaught of the Fire Kings. Good card. You can just use the Cyber Dragon's effect. It's the same, but it's destroyed in the end phase, so you can use it to special summon your Hazy Flame Cerberus, and then when it's destroyed you can search for your pillar or whatever. Then I played 2 Hazy Circle of the Fire Kings, sorry. This is a great card. I've done a couple of surprise attacks with this. You have it in your hand and you attack, and if you have a fire type monster in your graveyard, you can just activate this, and you basically substitute the monsters, one of your monsters on the field with the one in your graveyard, but both have to be fire. So it's really awesome to combine it with Hazy Flame Cerberus, so it's destroyed and you search for a hazy card, and the monster that comes on the field can attack again, so your opponent can be really unprepared for this. Then I played 2 Heretic Seals of Convocation to search my 2 Heretic monsters. Then I play 1 Creature Swap. Really annoying card in this deck because even if you don't have the Cerberus, you can special summon Typhoon with the effect of Tefnuit, and it has 0/0 attack points and defense points. You just creature swap him, destroy him, whatever. You can use it for next. Then I was testing Foolish Burial, and it works really awesome because you can just send, let's say, Hippogriff to the graveyard because you cannot normal summon him with his effect, because he doesn't have the effect to normal summon, and then just use it for with Rekindling and so on. Too bad it's limited to 1, but then I play, of course, the staples: Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, and 2 MSTs. I was trying 3 MSTs and no Heavy Storm, but yeah, not good idea. I actually don't play any traps in this deck. I only play spells and monsters. But yeah, one more thing, this video will probably get too long, so I'll upload it in 2 parts, so please check out the part 2 as well. Now for my extra deck. I play 1 Maestro, the Symphony Gene, Photon Papilloperative, 1 number 16 Shockmaster. I play Utopia, that's only temporary. I need to get Gaga Cowboy substituted for Utopia. Gemnite Pearl, temporary, because when I get my second Photon Strike Bouncer, I'll substitute it for Gemnite Pearl. 1 Insector Exhibital, great card. It's like the Scrap Dragon, you send one of your face up cards and one of your opponent's face up cards to the graveyard, and it gets equipped with one monster card in either side of graveyard. Then 1 Heretic Dragon, King of Adam. I really am thinking to get him out because I really don't use it that much and it's not that good in this deck. Then actually the main Exceed monster for this deck, Hazy Flame Basalt Trice. It has multiple effects. For one, you can just detach one card, one material, and then banish one monster on the field or in the graveyard of your opponent. So, and still you can attack. So it's even better like BLS. Here's second effect is if you have 3 or more materials, it gets 200. Sorry, 200 attack and defense points for each. So if you have 3, that's 3100 attack points. Awesome beater. If you have 4 or more, this card cannot be targeted. And if you have exactly 5, this card cannot be destroyed by card effects. Now you'll ask me, how can you have 5 or more? Yes, with Hazy Pillar, as I showed you before, you can just activate its effect to attach one to Hazy Flame Basalt Trice, but the 4th effect won't work anymore if you do that. Sorry to make this video so long. Then one Sword Breaker. It's a rank 6 Xyz monster with a good effect, like Catasters. Then one Photon Strike Bouncer when I get the other one. Yeah, so basically 2 Photon Strike Bouncers. Number 25, Force Focus. Good card. Your opponent's monsters will lose the effect. Awesome. And 2 Thunder Chargers, Gaia Dragons. Because you just use so many rank 6 Xyz monsters and then you just gotta beat them till the end. So yeah. Then for my, that was my extra deck. Then for my side deck, let's start with monsters. I played 2 Puppet Plants, Spellcaster, Spellbooks, and 6 Samurais, Elemental Heroes. There are many of them. 2 DD Crows, many decks. Maxis, 2 of them. There is just so many special summonings in these days, so yeah. Then if you haven't noticed, I don't play Effect Veiler. I know I said it was the staple for almost every deck, but this is just one of those decks that Effect Veilers don't go in. It doesn't go even in side decks. That's my opinion, but you choose yours. What I do play is 2 Forbidden Chalices, because there are many ways to beat Hazy Flame Basalt Trice. One of them is Strogoadia, Excalibur, and so on. If your opponent will special summon Strogoadia and it will be your turn, and you will still have the chance to attack with your Hazy Flame Basalt Trice, so you won't need to banish. You just activate this and go right at him. So that's good. The 3rd MST, of course. The 2 Malevolent Catastrophes, as I play in every other decks because of the Fire Fist. 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors. Insectors, Chaos Dragons, you name them. And 2 Royal Decrees. Since I don't play any trap cards, if my opponent uses too many, I just side them in. And I usually do. So yeah. That's probably it for part 1. Please check out the part 2. I will put the tag for the part 2 right here. So just click it. In the part 2 I'll be doing some examples, some battle strategies, and I will be showing you some other cards that you could consider to use, but I don't use them. So yeah, that's it. So see you in the part 2 or next week deck profile or in the next booster opening, whatever. Alright, see you guys, bye bye.